Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. We're doing some more TRT training methods today. I finally have a hat on so that I don't burn my scalp and my sun isn't, and I'm not like blinded by the sun. I also moved the camera mount a little bit so that way I won't be talking directly into the sun, although it's not the best angle still, but it's fine. So I'll be working with Cherie on the ground with some more training methods. She is, oh, there they are. You can see them back there. There's Cherie and there's Reno. And then get to ride Reno a little bit today. Probably another short day because he's just coming back into work for the first time in a number of months. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking. But it is so beautiful today that I just had to do an intro out here as I was getting things set up because you can hear the birds. There's this light breeze. There's sun. It's a gorgeous temperature. Like, it is just such a perfect day, and I am so happy to be enjoying the weather out here and not stuck in an office or at home working. So it's just lovely. All right guys, now we're out here with Cherie. She's tack today, and we're gonna do all the exercises that we've been doing, maybe just a little bit shorter, with tack on now. So I'm gonna go through the leading exercise, the turning exercise a little bit, the mounting block, first without the mounting block and then with it, and I'm gonna use, sorry, that bird is really loud. Okay, and I'm gonna use, I was gonna use a dressage whip, but I left it in my car. A crop that we normally ride her with. Please stop trying to eat the fence, honey. To see if she will still respond with a crop versus the driving whip, because that will be what I will typically use to ride her with. I don't really have to use it too often. Hey. But it's more of just a, you know, hey, sort of thing. And also I wouldn't be riding with a driving whip. So that would be very cumbersome, or like a lot to use and then put down once I'm on the mounting block. Like, that could just be really messy anyway. So I want to be able to transition to a different kind of cue rather than just a very long whip. All right, so now we're going to start with the leading exercise. Hey everybody, so a little recap before you get really deep into this video. It's very similar to the last long form one, with the groundwork and the lunging. It's just with tack on. However, there are some good riding clips at the end, so if you are just here for the progression and you want to see just the next steps, stick around. If you don't really care and you just want to see what happens next of actually getting on her and riding Cherie, then jump to the next video, and that'll be out shortly after this one. So I'm just doing the leading exercise from the TRT method, and then I get into the turning with her, of helping her to turn off the hind legs and then the front legs separately. That, from what I've been studying, will come into play more with suppleness with riding. I just quite haven't gotten to that yet with her. I also apologize. I'm really behind on editing everything. I've just been tired. I don't know. I've still been riding except for this last weekend, because I was not feeling well, but work has just been super draining. I don't know. So I haven't wanted to edit anything. So here we are. I finally got it together. Good girl. Good girl. You're fine. You're fine. So here, I am really so sorry for the bad camera angle. I could not figure it out in the beginning. I'm working on the mounting exercise with the TRT method, and so first I just did it against the fence without the mounting block, and then I later introduced the mounting block, and she did pretty well, but I will say in the following week she does even better. Oh, and I should probably mention that the purpose of this exercise, if you have not seen my previous videos, is to get her to come towards pressure. And so we've been working on each week kind of building up this routine of her turning into the mounting block and then resting. Perfect job. You can't see the stool. The camera must have moved. But she is almost parallel to the stool. I'm really sorry for this awful angle. I tried putting the phone in a different place so you could see more of the lunging, but you can't see the groundwork. Good girl. Good girl. One more step. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, where are you going? Good girl. Oh, you stay with my little bit. Good girl. Ooh, that's not even. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. So that was really good with that exercise. She's getting a little better with the turning. The leading exercise was a little tough to get her attention today. Yeah. She came out stressed with the tack on. She hasn't had it on for a number of months, and it's definitely a bit of a source of anxiety for her. So that mounting exercise, she kind of realized, okay, this is what we're doing. She seems to really like that one. It's a good engagement for her brain. She has to think about it. She's got to do something. She's got to pay attention, and it just works really well for her. And now we're calm. Good. All right, so now we are going to do some lunging with the tack on. Some big pointers when you have tack on that you're lunging with. You want to make sure that your stirrup leathers are secure in case you want to get them used to the stirrups spinning around their sides. Can be a good desensitization exercise, especially if you're going to have horses with kids or school horses. But for her case, I don't want another thing for her to worry about. And then with the reins, you always want to secure them with something. I have them twisted and attached to her throat latch, like looped through. All right. Come on. So here are just some clips of her lunging. I've got a bunch of walk and some trot in there. We mostly just did a lot of walking. Just like with riding, I cut like 10 minutes probably out just for time's sake of both lunging and riding. I rode Reno, not Cherie this time, but just so much walking, which is really good for them. And you know, I just wanted her to get used to being on the lunge with the tack and make it a calm experience. And then Reno is in his 20s now, so I wanted to make sure that he could just be loose and just mostly get moving around with a rider on his back. He's pretty good about moving around in the pasture, but sometimes both of them will just kind of stand in one's place, so it's good for them to just get their legs moving. Cherie, I wanted to just keep her moving forward and kind of keep that forward motion going with her, because as you can see there, she just will stop just because she doesn't want to work
she's a bit on the lazy side, which, like, I get it, girl. I totally get it. But I still want to keep her mind, you know, thinking about, okay, I'm moving forward when I'm working. So, pretty well, you know. I was hoping that she'd be a little straighter. It's probably hard to tell from this angle, and she wouldn't twist as much on this end of the ring, but she often looks out of the arena and uses that to balance, so that's something I definitely want to work on, especially while riding her. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, God.
She didn't want to participate in the outro. Oh, she's coming over. Hello! Did you do a good job today? She did really good. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm shaking. I'm really hot. There we go. Perfect. So she did really good with tack on, with lunging. She's sweating a little bit, and it got warm. The breeze stopped. But I'm happy with how she did. She was nice and calm. She was really even. The saddle didn't slide, which we were having that problem last year. So I'm hoping the time off helped her to balance out a little bit, and just maybe, you know, she was 4 last year, so maybe she was just growing a little bit unevenly. I don't know. But now she's 5, so maybe some of that baby stuff kind of worked out. She definitely seems like more mature looking as I see her, so that's really cool. So now I'm going to get on Reno, but I'll probably close it out here and then just leave you with some riding stuff briefly. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
So here are just a few little clips of me riding Reno. Like I said before, he is in his 20s now, and you can tell he's arthritic. Like, as I'm watching this video, and I could feel it too, but you can really see the stiffness. He kind of stifles when he walks, and his hogs. He's a little uneven going. Is it this direction at the trot? I think. I don't know, one of the directions I could tell. He was like a little bit short-strided in the front. He also really needed his feet done, which they have gotten done since then, because his toes were cracking. Yeah, you can kind of see there. It's this direction. So he's just been on like a 2-week rest after that for his feet to grow out a little bit because they ended up having to cut them really short. Poor guy. But yeah, he's just kind of in maintenance, right? We're just trying to keep him moving, keep him active. If he doesn't get shown at the fair this year, that's fine. Like, it's not a big deal. So we're just trying to keep him moving because he does still have good energy levels, and he is pretty fit actually very fit for an old draft horse now. So yeah, we just love him so much. He's wonderful.